Hello, it's still the 16 days of activism against gender-based violence, and we're talking about ending digital violence against women, making sure that the online spaces are safe for women to express themselves, to be expressive of their identities, about their activities, about other issues that they want to be heard on. Well, we all have our own fair share of the bullying, the intimidation, the harassment that is going on. And we had two major events that occurred in this country, the Gambia, whereby activists were cornered into silence because of the toxic environment that took place on our social media and online spaces. And one of the recent events was the repeal process that took place, the attempt to repeal the Anti-FGM law, the Women's Amendment Act of 2015. And it was very toxic because as activists, as advocates, and as human rights defenders and promoters, some of us were cornered because we were on social media talking about why the FGM law must stay, because we believe that it is a harmful traditional practice that has no place in a civilized society. And then the pro camp, and then you have the religious camp, you have the cultural camp, and everyone was very aggressive towards those of us who were fighting really hard to make sure that the law stays, because that is what is in the best interest of women and girls of this country. And most of us were bullied on social media. Most of us were insulted. Our backgrounds were insulted. And anytime we make a post, you will see these keyboard warriors. They will come on your feed. They will comment. They will call you attention seeker. They will call you all sort of names. But it doesn't stop us from doing what we do best, which is being expressive, talking about the issues, making sure that policymakers listen to us, making sure that stakeholders, the government, the private sector, the donors, and everyone in the fight against female genital mutilation listen to us, and it yielded results. So if as activists we decided that, okay, because the environment is toxic at the moment, we're going to remain silent because we fear that we will be insulted, our families will be insulted, our parents will be dragged into the conversation, we wouldn't have get to where we are today. So online spaces are not safe. But as activists, as advocates, we're doing our best to make sure that we get the message out there. The second event was the famous rape case involving Mama's case. It was so toxic that they were calling most of us as women from broken homes, whatever that is, whatever that means. The ones that the keyboard warriors, even those we know, those we are on this same space with, those we work with, colleagues. Because perpetrators, especially those who have patriarchal mindset, they don't want to see women coming out, being expressive because of the way they were groomed in the society. They don't want to see women challenging the status quo. They don't want to see women coming out to talk about issues that are affecting them, issues that are not right, issues that are taking them backward, that are making them stagnant, issues that are not progressive at all, such as sexual and gender-based violence. So the two major events, the environment were so toxic that if some of the activists did not develop thick skin to say, okay, this is something that we want to do and we are going to do it no matter the situation, things would have remained the same. So the online spaces are not safe at all. But young women, especially young women who are rights defenders, rights advocates, rights activists, should know that online spaces are very toxic, especially when it comes to the patriarchal society, the patriarchal setting of our Gambian society. We have the cultural setup, we have the religious setup, and we have individuals with personal biases. Whenever you post something on female genital mutilation, on rape, on women political participation, and the list goes on, there must be people, keyboard warriors, who will come and attack you. And at the personal level as well. Most of us are not active on Messenger because some men think that Facebook is a dating app or something like that. And because they keep stalking you on Messenger, they keep sending you inappropriate messages, they keep harassing you, they keep bullying you, some even resort to blackmail. So we should be able to have an honest conversation with young women to let them know that these things exist and to also let them understand how to use the online spaces, how to be safe on online spaces, and how to speak up in case of online abuse. It's the 16 days of activism. Being cornered into silence, being bullied into silence, being intimidated, harassed into silence as a young woman shouldn't be accepted. Let's speak up against digital violence. Let's not be allowed to be blackmailed into submission. Freedom of expression and of opinion is a human right, and it is also guaranteed by the Constitution of the Gambia. Thank you.